This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, go! Hey, Ginger, attack!
Now Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Hey, Ginger. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence, flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Think right. Hey, lion. Hey, kill. Son, here we go.
Lawrence. A short throw there, pulled in by all. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Hey, Soko, say hot.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, 34 yards. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
2nd and 10. On the counter, ETN. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, kill.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Done. Next side's hot. Go. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, go.
Now Lawrence. was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mahomes now to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10.
13 loose.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, son, this one's hot. 13 loop. Loop.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Rip, 20.
at the 43-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Go, go. Fred on red. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's to his tight end, They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Soko, it's hot. 11.
Lawrence will throw. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
Hey, tomato. 11.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Does a nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Take right over. Hey, go. Hey, Ginger, 11, again.
Again, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Pardon me, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On the jump. Hey, run. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and coming up.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
On the red.
Another toad for Etienne. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Etienne is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Lisa 24. Hey, Ginger, touch! Silver.
Turton will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 85 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, Soko, hut. Easy, read a 54.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Rip, 23. Sink right. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Red on red. Son, this is hot. 11, again. 11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Those James. That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
13, Lou. Leads at 24. Hey, Soko, it's hot. Eleven.
Lawrence steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble and 2nd down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
At the 24-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, go. Hey, Ginger. Set.
ETN up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
For the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
17. Chiefs 7.
So run it down. Good side is out.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
That's complete, left side to Worthy.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Ginger, touch. Unlock Lion.
A give running right, ETN. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
24. Hey, tomato. Cut. 11. Go. 11.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Travis Hunter. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'm gonna chop you up.
30 left. Hey, go. Hey, Ginger.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Smith up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
14.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Hey, run! Son, this is hot.
Straight ahead, ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Son, this is hot. Silver.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Son, this is hot. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Kansas City.
On the draw, this is Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
13 yards remaining on second down. Mahomes now to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So a big one coming down for Harrison Butker. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. And it takes us into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Jaguars 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
To kick off for Kansas City.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And that, nearly picked off. Well, would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
24. Hey, Soko, it's hot. 11.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
That would complete downfield to Thomas. Down the right sideline. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 61 yards. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Chiefs.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. But now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Down inside the 10. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady.
Another try for Smith. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Mahomes will throw. And he's got it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One final try for Mahomes. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild